Not today, devil. Not today. YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to Timeless Sneakers and Watches. Fam, thank you so much for stopping by once again. Always a pleasure, and I truly enjoy releasing these videos, releasing the content, and so I hope you guys enjoy today's video. We got a good one. We got a fluorescent as hell diver from Bulova. And I was super stoked to get this one. I'll be honest, when I opened the box and, you know, I knew what I was getting, right? And by the way, all thanks to Mimo over at Mimo's Jewelry. Guys, I will leave Mimo's information, website, even a discount code for you guys. If you guys are interested in this devil diver or oceanographer. Yeah, I think that's what they call it, oceanographer. Such a weird word. But everything will be down below for you guys to check out. Check him out on Instagram. Give him a follow. Awesome, awesome dealer with tons of options as far as brands he works with. I mean, he has Bulova, Frederic Constant, Seiko, you name it, he has it. And guys, at good prices. So his information will be down below. Check him out. Mimo, thank you so much for lending in this beautiful diver into the channel for review. I truly appreciate you. But going back to what I was saying, when I got the box and I opened it, obviously I knew what to expect. I knew it was going to be an orange devil diver or oceanographer. But goddamn, that orange is bright. It is a fluorescent orange. But you know what? Let me just get into the video. As you guys can see here, we have the 2021 release of the Bulova Oceanographer. Now, this new release in 2021, they made in 41 millimeters, which I thought was awesome. Obviously, me being part of the small wrist gang, you know, 41 is really the max that I feel is suitable for my wrist. And, you know, for those who wonder, I have just about a 7-inch wrist, sometimes a little below depending on the swelling, right? But about 7 inches, give or take. That's what she said. But 40 to 41 millimeters is that sweet spot for me. And so typically these oceanographers or devil divers, you know, tend to release in that 44 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. I think even in 2018, they released an orange dial variant, which was a limited edition. And it was orange, right? A beautiful orange, but man, Bulova did not hold back. I mean, they said we go big or we go home. And this orange, guys, it is just amazing. Truly loved this orange. Now, what I liked about this watch, guys, and there's plus and some negatives. It's not all you know, rainbows and sunshine, right? It definitely has some negatives, and you know, we'll dive into that, but no pun intended. You know, what I do like about this watch is that it's 41 millimeters. I think that is a great size. You know, 41, thickness of about 14.5. And, you know, the lug to lug, which is the most important, I think, measurement when, you know, looking to buy a watch, it's about 46. So it really does wear amazing. As you guys can see here, I mean, it fits great on my close to 7-inch wrist. Super comfortable. And I have to say, I was impressed by how it looked on my wrist, how it felt on the wrist. it was just a really, really comfortable watch. And I have to say, I really, really do like this rubber strap that Bulova added with this release. Now, typically they would release these in with the bracelet, but this time they decided to do it with a rubber strap. And guys, this rubber strap is nice, super supple. You know, very, very comfortable. The underneath has some ridges for ventilation and really just adds to that comfort. So I have to say it is really, really good. You know, it doesn't look like it's going to attract a lot of lint. I know that tends to be, you know, point of contention for a lot of people that are looking to, you know, acquire a rubber strap or have a piece on a rubber strap. There's nothing more annoying than looking down at your wrist and, you know, you have a rubber strap full of lint, right? And so this one, super high quality, really, really enjoyed it. Now, another cool aspect of this piece, and when I saw it, I was like, oh wow, is these cylinder-like indices. I mean, these are some 3D molded cylinders, you know, as you guys can see here. And I mean, definitely adds, right, character, contrast to this dial. When I first saw them, I was like, oh man, these crystals are crazy. Never did I think they would actually be lumed, which, cool enough, they are. So as you guys can see here, the lume on this watch, for it being a diver, right, does not disappoint. Surprisingly, previous releases of this watch, the complaint was the lume, you know, the lume Bulova would apply was weak, but they did a really good job with this one. I mean, again, you guys can see here, the lume on this, I was impressed. I liked it. I thought it was sufficient. They did a really, really good job. I definitely love the contrast, right, between the orange and then the bezel insert, right? It having that black and then also the matching orange. I think it just, it works. And you know, congratulations to Bulova. I mean, they have a winner. It is truly a beauty of a piece and one that stands out. I mean, this orange, it is fluorescent, guys. I mean, look at this shot here, low light. And I mean, it's a, you know, emergency cone. I mean, in your face. I'm at EDC at a rave orange. That's how bright this piece is. But again, I enjoyed it. It is over the top. It is a little loud, but there's something cool about it. And, you know, I like this orange. It definitely makes me want to add an orange diver or an orange dial to my collection. Now, obviously, those are the pros. The size is great. It's automatic, 200 meters of water resistance, right? Sapphire box crystal. I mean, lume is great. Aesthetically, it looks amazing, but there is some downsides. And for me, and again, guys, this is just my opinion. I think everyone's opinion varies, but for me personally, I wasn't a fan of this magnifier. Now, I think it's super cool that they did it underneath the crystal. So as you guys can see here, when you're looking at it, right, there's no bubble like your typical Rolex, you know, magnifier. It's underneath the crystal, which I think is a great way to integrate. I think it's obviously keeps the crystal super smooth on top, and it just works. The problem is that it doesn't magnify. I mean, you might as well not have a magnifier, and so it's almost useless for you to have a magnifier that doesn't do anything. And so it's almost just pointless, and it's a point of focus that at the end of the day is useless. And so for me personally, it just bugs me, and they might as well just have taken that Cyclops off. It's not doing anything. The other thing that I wasn't a big fan, and I think I'm just, I guess I want to say spoiled, you know, I love Seiko. Seiko fanboy, right here, present. The rotating, you know, action on the bezel, it's okay. Not my favorite. It is very ratchety, very, very, you know, good action and feedback on it. I just don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it sounds, as crazy as that is. So not my favorite. And so again, I think the bezel action could be a little bit better. The other thing that really bugged me is the price tag, but the price tag with the movement Bulova decided to use. And so they went with the 821D, which is part of the 8000 series of the Miyota movements. great movements, workhorses, but they hand wind, but they don't hack. And guys, for $750 retail, I think Bulova should have definitely used maybe a 9000 series Miyota, something that hacked. So I was a little disappointed, right, when I unscrewed the crown, you know, gave it its wind to bring it to life. Super stoked about the dial. And then when I went to go set the time and date, I realized that, hey, there is no hacking. And I'm like, wow, for $750. Now, granted, you're not going to be paying that through Mimo, but that is retail. And so the fact that they priced it at that amount and the movement they used, kind of disappointing. Now, the other side to that too, with that pricing, is that you have competitors. And again, Seiko fanboy, I see this case shape and it reminds me of the Turtle. And when I look at 41 millimeters, the one that comes to mind, as you guys can see here, is the Mini Turtle. Now, I think the Mini Turtle is one of those Seiko models that doesn't get enough love, and I think it wears amazing. And for $450, right? To me personally, it's a better watch. Just the bezel action, the Cyclops actually works. It actually does what it's supposed to do. And if I had to choose personally, I think the Mini Turtle wins in my book as far as design and just similarities, finish. Now, granted, the case on this Devil Diver is amazing. It is all polished. So a bit of a finger magnet, right? Fingerprint magnet, right? If you know, you're messing with your watch, but it is beautifully polished and finished. But the Seiko Mini Turtle, when I was looking at both of them, just looked like the more expensive piece, and it wasn't. And so, you know, that's a tough choice to make when I'm looking at both, and I'm looking at all the positives of this Devil Diver, and then I'm looking at this Seiko Mini Turtle, and I'm like, man, I get a bracelet, I get hand wind and hacking, I get a magnifier that works, I get a beautiful green dial with this variant. I love the bezel action. I love the same water resistance of 200 meters. It just wins in my book. Now, again, that's my opinion. You may say, I hate the Mini Turtle, and I'm gonna go with the Devil Diver all day, every day. And I don't blame you, because again, the selling point to this watch, personally, in my opinion, is this amazing orange dial. So, a great piece, obviously not perfect. I think Bulova definitely, you know, has some tweaking to do. And if they do, they definitely have a winner, because it wears amazing and it looks amazing. The other thing that kind of bugged me, and I know I'm being picky here, is that applied Bulova logo. I don't like how the letters connect. Come on, you guys should be able to, you know, create a logo, applied Bulova, with no attaching, you know, pieces. It just throws the symmetry off, and it just looks cheap. And honestly, I just don't like that. Again, it's my opinion. You may love it, you may think it looks great, but for me personally, it's just one of those little things where I'm like, come on, you guys could have made that a lot cleaner, and it would have looked a lot better. But aside from that, guys, I think it's a great watch. I loved the dial, and I hope they release this again with some upgrades, and I would totally jump on this orange diver. I think a bracelet option would be amazing with this as well. I am more of a bracelet guy myself, but an amazing piece overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, guys, if you guys are in the market for a piece like this and you guys really love this orange dial, I will leave Mimo's information down below. Give them a follow. There is a discount code for you guys. And guys, I truly appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, till next time, peace.